Hello guys, welcome to C programming language. So this is the first lecture for this C programming module. I know you guys haven't learned any programming language and you haven't have any experience in programming languages. I know it's your first step to programming language. But yeah, trust me, this journey will make you feel more comfortable. I know you do not know anything about programming language, so I'm going to explain each and everything from the beginning. So be patient while seeing all these videos. Okay. So somewhere you may feel like, oh, it's being lagged so much, but trust me, it will help you in solving your queries, all your queries. And also, guys, this C programming is not a big deal. It's very easy language once if you understand. If you do not understand, it will become very complex language for you guys. But if you understand the C programming language, you will feel very comfortable in solving any type of programming language. So C is the base. In order to learn any programming language, first learn C programming. It is the basic thing to learn first. Okay. If you get C programming language, any language you learn, 50% is almost covered. Okay. So guys, please concentrate on C programming. It's very easy if you understand. Okay. So let us see the history. So in 1960, the first thing, ALGOL, nothing but algorithmic language, was introduced in 1960 year. So it was introduced by a international group, and in 1967, BCPL, so Basic Combined Programming Language, the full form of BCPL, was introduced by Martin Richards in the year 1967. The next language comes B language. Okay, so before C there is a language called B, and it was developed by Ken Thompson in year 1970. So in 1972, the most important traditional C by Dennis Ritchie has been introduced. So Dennis Ritchie is the father of C language. He only introduced, and he had the traditional C got published in AT&T Bell Laboratories. So Dennis Ritchie, remember this name. Don't there is no necessary to remember all other names, but remember this name, Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie is the father of C programming language. He introduced the C programming language to the world in the year 1972. And after that, he along or collaborated with Brian Kernighan. Okay, so Brian Kernighan, he has collaborated in the year 1978. He has published K and RC. Okay, this is K and RC, the first official C compiler. Okay, so what's a compiler? We'll see that. Okay, so the next thing is ANSI C. Okay, so this ANSI C, full form of ANSI, ANSI, is American National Standards Institute. Okay, the first marketable C this is. Okay, so it was introduced by ANSI committee in year 1989. So from the year 1989, people got their hands dirty, like they have started coding in C programming language. So this made the first marketable ANSI committee. And then came ISO committee, ISO. So ISOC, full form of ISO is International Organization for Standardization in the year 1990. The next thing is features of C. Features of C, there are very important features in C. Like free C language is strong. C language is flexible. Flexible in sense we can use in whatever way we want. Okay, and it's secure. It's simple English. As you go on in this programming, you can see all the statements which we write in C programming is simple English. Okay, like we use like if, for, else. These are simple English, right? Print, scan. So this is basic simple English. So everything in C is a simple English, and it's universal language. Okay, So if you write this C programming in India, if you write the C programming in America, both the syntaxes are same. It will not be like any other language, it will not change. Okay, so universal language, compiler based. Okay, we need to have a compiler, okay, which we'll be installing in a few more lectures. Okay, I'm going to share a video with you guys so that you can simply install that. Okay, by seeing that video, it's very easy to install, there is no issues. So you have to have a compiler, and also it is portable. Okay, yeah guys, so the basic prerequisite is for to learn the C programming for you guys is a minimum basic requirement is a laptop, any laptop. Okay, so this is the basic requirement. In order to do the hands-on, you need to have a laptop. So guys, try to get a laptop on your own so that you can practice this C programming language. So the next thing is C character set. So what's this character set? So what are we going to write in C programming? Using what we are going to write? We are going to write some alphabets. Okay. So the syntax, for syntax, you will see what the syntax is. Syntax is nothing but the set of rules. So for syntax, we'll always use lower letters, and for literals, you will see what is a literal. Literal is nothing but the declaration, the names and all the other things. We use both uppercase and lowercase. In that case, there is no issue. So basically we use both lowercase and uppercase letters in C programming, and also the digits from 0 to 9 in C programming. We'll use each and every special character, not each and every, but some of the special characters also in C programming, which you can see like underscore, open and closed braces, flower braces, colon. We also see semicolons, comma, quotation marks, single quotation, greater than, less than symbols, and many more. So we'll see most of the special characters to be used in C programming language. Also blank spaces, the space button, right? If you press the space button, there will be a space. So blank spaces also. So this is nothing but the character set. We'll use almost everything. Okay, we'll use almost everything which is present on our keyboard in order to write any C programming language. So guys, in this tutorial, in this total C programming module, I'll explain each and every code by on the screen itself. Okay, it will not be like I'll write the code at first and then start showing you the code. It will not be like that. Each and every code is being written before you. Unlike many tutorial classes, you may see that C program in any programming language, what they'll do, they'll just code the things first and then they will show you and explain that code. I'll not do such a thing. I'll code before you only. So what I suggest you throughout this programming, whatever code I'll type, you try to type the code in parallel with me. Okay, so if I typed anything like any name, you also try to pause that video there and type whatever the line I have typed before you. Okay, so that you will get more hands-on experience. Okay, you will become more master in learning C programming if you do so. So guys, this is my only suggestion. So my suggestions are, you should have a laptop as a prerequisite, and also whatever I type on the C compiler, you also open that compiler and type that code. And before that, in the next video itself, you will find a installation guide. Okay, how to install C programming compiler. So we'll basically code in there C++, so we have to download and install that. So how to download and install, that will be explaining, that I will be showing you in the next lecture. So guys, we'll use Dev C++ compiler. So Dev C++ compiler is used can be used only on Windows. Okay, you cannot use on any other machine. You should have Windows, any version, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 9, it's your wish, but you should use a Windows system. And guys, if any of you use MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, anything, Mac software, I suggest you to install some other softwares which are supported by Mac. So you can install inline software, Eclipse software, Bracket software. There are so many softwares so many good softwares. Whatever software you use, the syntax is same for everything. Okay, everywhere the syntax is same. I mean the programming is same. So guys, so these are only my suggestions. So I request you to do all these things during the entire modules. So I will be explaining each and everything that is present on the screen. Okay, don't worry. We'll go from the very basic. I know it's your first programming language, so I am going. And also, you will find mostly you will find all the lectures hands-on. Okay, I'll open the compiler and I'll try to code. Trust me, this is the best way to learn the programming language. Okay, instead of showing you some ppts at first and then trying to code, it's not the better way. Okay, I'll directly code it. Okay, I will not show you any thing like first I'll code and then I'll try to open C++ compiler. No, I'm directly writing code on C++ compiler. So at beginning you may feel a little difficulty, but trust me, going on into the lectures, it will be very easy for you guys to learn in such a manner. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to explain each and every piece of code in detail during this whole module. Yeah guys, that's it in the introduction video. This is the first lecture, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.